Hi, I'm Steph Palermo, and I know you hear me talking about feeling groovy and doing groovy things and having fun and enjoying your life. But what does that actually mean when you have to wake up every day to an ever-growing list of to-dos? And then, of course, there's those shoulds. I should meditate. I should get on a diet. I should go to yoga. I should rest. I should do all these things to feel good. I should travel. Well, I'm offering you a chance to actually feel and embody what groovy is, what feeling amazing is. Join me in Terracini, Sicily. You will not regret it. We are going to have an amazing time, and you will actually feel what living really is, what knowing your purpose is. And you'll be able to take that back, not in a list of to-dos, but in how you feel. So I'll see you there in Terracini, Sicily. Don't miss it. This is the Just Steph Show, and I'm your host, Steph Palermo, your Italian Boston girl who's an empath, healer, and all-around seeker of wisdom. Tune in weekly for advice on how to live your best life at work, home, or play so you can feel groovy every day. Hey, happy Thursday, and you know what that is. This is dating advice for second lifers, and it's the Steph rules of dating. And you know, all day I'm missing something. I was supposed to do something. What was it? I don't know. Well, here I am. I figured it out. The Just Steph rules of dating. I almost forgot all you guys. I'm sorry. And so, you know, I was thinking about, what I could talk about today. And something that always bothered me after a breakup was reading about, I was always trying to feel better after a breakup, whatever it is. Even if I didn't care about the breakup, you still feel bad because you're used to the life that you had. So I'd be so mad when they said, this is your time to work on yourself. And I'm going, why do I have to work on myself? I'm perfect. I'm sick of working on myself. I'm all right. I just want a boyfriend. I just want somebody who's going to, be nice and hang out with me and whatever. And I don't know what the problem is. And this is, so I used to be so mad about it. And I thought, what does that actually mean? So this is self-care in the off season. So what does that mean to, you've just had a breakup, whether you're a guy or girl, you're, whoever did the breaking up, because even if you do the breaking up, there's still some sort of something missing. What you were doing for however long is over. Whatever your schedule was and all of that, whatever you were doing, your routine is now off. So even if you initiated the breakup and you wanted it, wasn't right for you, there's a switch up in your routine. There's something missing, something's lacking. And many people just don't know what to do with themselves. They really just want to jump back into the dating game. They want to, the best way to get through this is to get back on the bicycle. Let's get on the dating apps. Let's find that person. And I was right there with you. And it's all that is really a filler. It's just a distraction. It's a filler of time. And I'm with you. I did it. And if you're not in the right space, all you are is putting off the inevitable, facing yourself. You're just putting it off. And if you get into another relationship, jump into another relationship, or if you just even start dating, it's not going to have any substance. And if you jump into a relationship, more likely than not, it will end either, quickly or down the road when you figure out you're still not right. So what does self-care and what does working on yourself actually mean? And a lot of this I feel is very experiential. It's almost trying to describe what it's like to give birth to a baby. I mean, if you haven't done it, if you're not a woman who's had a baby, it's really hard to explain. And you have to, it's experiential. So, and especially when you have a longing and you want to be filled up, you're missing something. And especially if your heart's really broken and you're missing something in your life, and all you want to do, all you're determined to do is to fill that space up. And that's really, it's understandable. You have to have the right mind, be in the right space to say to yourself, okay, I know what's going on here. I'm suffering with this loss. I'm going through the stages of loss. Because with a breakup, it's like a death. You have to go through the 5 stages of loss. And it's denial, bargaining, depression, anger, and acceptance. So knowing that those are your emotions, being aware of it, you can see where you are in the path. And when you start to get angry, whether it's angry at yourself or angry at the other person, you are on the road to acceptance, because you are now taking back the power. But I'd like to suggest to you that you start filling up your time. Now, if you're in a lot of pain and you're really suffering the loss, you have to do the next right thing that feels good in your soul. Get a little bit of relief. If that means hanging out with girlfriends, if it means having a conversation with somebody you trust, if it means crying, if it means taking a nap, if it means taking a walk, if it means going out and socializing, if it means having a cocktail. And I don't mean, going nutso, but you know what I'm talking about. Just kind of relaxing. You have to do that. And sometimes it's not just one day at a time. It's 1 hour at a time, 15 minutes at a time. Sometimes you feel good, and then in the second you feel terrible when there's a breakup. That is it's a heart-wrenching breakup. However, once you get past the pain and you get to acceptance, I'd like to suggest that instead of jumping into another relationship, you really, and it's okay to want to have the partner. I'm not saying it's bad. It's not a bad thing, but why not do something for you? Why not learn something for yourself and spend some time alone? And I have to tell you that prior to me going to Sicily back in 2019, I wanted to have that life partner. I wanted the boyfriend. I want to be married. And I went to Sicily, and I got filled up by the community. I engaged in building relationships. I spent time with people that I really enjoyed and I really liked being with. And if you can get yourself into a community where the community is filling up your cup, you having your social, your intellectual, laughing, all of that, food, entertainment. When you have a community around you that fills you up, you will find that being alone is not lonely. Even if you're going home alone, even if you're sleeping alone, that's an amazing feeling. It's when you're okay. You know you don't need anybody. You might want, but you don't need anything. You're self-sufficient. So you want to find a community to fill yourself up. And when you do that, and you're finally standing on your own 2 feet, walking that path alone because you can and you want to and you love it, that is the time you're ready to jump back into a relationship. And you can, and you'll say, well, and I promise you'll be pickier. You'll say, well, I really like the way things are. I'm not really sure I want somebody to wreck it. I promise you this will happen. It's very difficult when you're interdependent, codependent on another person. It's very difficult. And or if you're even in a space where you need that, you want that, you that's your only way of survival. That's your end all be all, is to get that life partner. I was there. I promise you I was there. And as soon as you get happy with yourself, as soon as you can stand on your own 2 feet, as soon as you love who you are, you will raise your vibration and you will attract the person for you into your life. It's very daunting when you're in a space where you feel so much pain, so much hurt, so much anger. And you just don't want to be alone. I get it. I understand it. But when you get to that place where you're just okay, where you're great by yourself and you're going out and having friends over and doing things and filling up your life, believe me, that's when Mr. or Miss Right is going to come into your world, and you're going to have to decide if you want to make space for them. They have to be great. They have to be for you. They have to meet your, criteria to sit at the table, because you know what you bring to the table. So I hope that's helpful to you. I understand if you're in the off season and you're angry about it and you don't want to hear work on yourself anymore, because I know they all say it. The articles say it. If anything you watch on relationships, take this time to work on yourself. Get through the pain and then take the time. And working on yourself in this case is, you can do some other things, reading and all of that, but I truly believe by surrounding yourself with a loving, warm, supportive community, that community will fill your world, fill you up enough so that you don't need anything or anybody. It's just nice to have. So let me pull a grace card for you. Oh, and say hi in the comments if you're watching. #replay. Tomorrow's Love Card Friday. I'll do a shout out. Faith. Here we go. Have faith. Every event we experience and every person we meet has been put in our path for a reason. And this goes for that breakup. I promise you. On May 5th, 2016, I had a breakup that shattered me, absolutely crushed me. And this May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, I wrote in my journal, thank you. Thank you for leaving me. I'm so much happier now. And you'll do the same. Have faith. So tomorrow's Love Card Friday. I'll see you tomorrow. Take a risk, be vulnerable, share your heart and love always. Know I love you all. Wishing you love, balance, and peace. Ciao, ciao, baby. I love you. I do. Thanks for tuning in to the Just Steph Show. I really care about you, your happiness, and helping you make great choices for your life. So tune in next week for more wisdom from me. In the meantime, follow me on my Just Steph Facebook page, on Twitter at Steph Palermo. My Instagram account is JustSteph1, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Steph Palermo.